The craziest crime you or somebody in your family has committed. When I was 19, my dad got laid off from the steel plant where he'd worked for 12 years. The company just shut down overnight, leaving 300 guys with nothing but a 2-week severance check. Dad never talked about money stuff, but I could tell things were getting really bad when he started skipping meals and telling us he wasn't hungry. One night I woke up to get water and heard my parents whispering in the kitchen. Mom was crying, saying they were 3 months behind on the mortgage and the bank was threatening foreclosure. Dad was talking about selling Mom's wedding ring, the only thing of value they had left. That's when I knew I had to do something. Even if it meant crossing a line I never thought I'd cross. My cousin Ben lived across town in this sketchy garage apartment. He'd been in and out of jail for stupid stuff like car theft and selling weed. When I showed up at his place that Friday night, he was working on some beat-up Honda with the radio blasting. I told him about my parents' situation and pitched him the craziest idea I'd ever had, robbing the small credit union downtown. Ben laughed at first, thinking I was joking. But when he saw I was serious, his whole attitude changed. "Dude, that's not like stealing candy bars," he said. "That's federal time if we get caught." But after I explained how desperate things were at home, he agreed to hear me out. We spent 3 weeks planning everything. The credit union was tiny, just one branch with maybe 5 employees total. Ben's buddy Jake used to work there as a janitor before he got fired for showing up drunk. Jake still had the security codes memorized and knew their whole routine. Closing time was 5 p.m., and by 5:15, there were usually only 3 people left counting money. The plan was simple. We'd dress like construction workers and walk in right before closing with toolboxes, claiming we needed to check some electrical issue for fire safety. Jake said the vault stayed open during closing procedures, and the manager always stepped out to smoke around 5:20. It would give us a 5-minute window to grab what we could and walk out the back exit. The day we did it, I was so nervous I threw up twice. We put on these bright orange construction vests we bought at Walmart and carried real toolboxes with actual tools inside. At 5:10, we walked through the front door like we owned the place. The teller at the counter barely looked up when Ben told her we were there to check the wiring in the back office. Everything went exactly like Jake said it would. The manager was outside smoking.